I'm Jean Daguilar with Better Homes and Gardens, Gary Green, here with Sam Parker. I'm going to talk to him today about roofing. He's the owner of Texas Advantage Roofing. And Sam, I'm going to start with this. Sometimes roofing gets a bad break
Yeah.
because when there's a storm, people call the trucks ambulance chasers.
Yeah.
So why don't you debunk that myth and tell people what roofing is all about? And really, if you could educate people in 5 minutes about roofing, what would you say?
Yeah. So I mean, here in Houston, there's what 3,000 roofing contractors. So there's a lot of it's a very competitive space, right?
Mm.
I would say the number one thing, especially when a storm blows through, any type of hurricane, tornado, hail, wind, you want to be working with someone who's obviously insured and
Yeah.
is running a real business and has a reputable brand. So very easy to, 2 minutes of research. You can ask ChatGPT, you can ask any of these
Mhm.
AIs,
Mhm.
XYZ company, are they reputable?
Okay.
Um, but there's a lot of fly by night guys out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to finding a roofer that you guys, can trust is, are they
Mhm.
going to do the right thing when things go wrong? Because things go wrong.
Right.
It's
Right.
construction,
Right.
and whatever happens from, hey, something happened when we were doing something on the home, from there on out is really what
So
the
that's probably why it's important that they're insured or bonded, right?
yeah, for sure. You want to have
Okay.
insurance. You want to be dealing with someone who obviously, knows what they're doing. And
Mhm.
I always ask, like, how many roofs are you guys doing a month?
Oh.
Because if they're doing one roof a month
Mhm.
versus somebody who's doing 20,
Mhm.
it's a totally different business.
Right. Right. Right.
Hmm.
They don't have the experience and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm a realtor, and a lot of times my homeowners want to know, hey, should I get a new roof? It's 11 years old, or it's 20 years old,
Yeah. Yeah.
before I list my house to sell.
Yeah.
And insurance companies, I don't know the exact figures, but it seems like if a roof is over 8 years old, they're questioning, should they insure the roof or you get less coverage? How,
Yeah.
how does that really work? And how would you advise a realtor like me
Yeah.
on what to say to their client if they're thinking about replacing or not replacing?
Yeah. It's a hard balance, right? I think, if you're selling a house that has an older roof, you're either gonna, ask for a concession if you're a buyer. Yeah, I
Hmm.
want I want a discount because I'm obviously gonna have to replace this roof. The thing about specifically here in Houston and in Texas, we have so many storms. So the roofs, I mean, if they're hit with hail, like a hard hailstorm, or even like a hurricane here in Houston, those a lot of the times those shingles are going to be compromised. They may
Hmm.
not leak right then and there, but in 1, 2, 3 years, for example, hail, it hits the shingle, and it basically punctures the fiberglass and the
Hmm.
matting of the shingle.
Hmm.
Now that's not going to leak right away, but as it's exposed to the sun and things happen to it, that's where you're going to have issues long term. So,
Hmm.
um, like if I'm a buyer of a home that has an old roof, I'm for sure either asking the homeowner to give me a concession, or I'm going to want to choose my own roofer to,
Yeah.
to do the roof, and
Yeah.
have someone that I trust go out and look at it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's probably something they should include in their, like in your realtor packet. Get a roofing company out and advise on whether or not to repair, replace, or what have you
Hmm.
before you list your house to sell. Right.
Yeah, and I think people know, right? Like
Hmm.
after 10 years, so insurance companies are really tightening up in the market, not only on claims, but to get your home covered.
Yeah.
So it's important to, after about right now it's like anywhere from 12 to 15 years, like they're starting to drop people, just if you don't have a newer roof, it's too much liability. Um, so yeah, I would get an inspection, get it looked at, and see really what the issue is. A lot of home inspectors too,
Hmm.
they aren't roofers, right?
Right. Right.
We love
Right.
home inspectors; they're great, but roofer, you want someone who knows roofs really well to look at it.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. The expert in the field.
Correct.
Right. So having said that, I actually um, interviewed a home inspector about solar panels.
Okay.
So let's talk a second about solar panels. I feel like you might be the expert in that too.
Yes.
You know, people have lawsuits out there for solar panel companies.
Yeah.
People don't know. Hey, I'm leasing my panels. I'm going to sell my house. It's just going to go with the house. They'll take over the note. Or should I pull these suckers off because I want to be able to sell this house and not have the drama of a leased solar panel?
Yeah.
What do you see out there? What's kind of going on now in
Um,
your space with roofing and solar panels?
yeah, I think solar definitely complicates it. Solar done right is great,
Mhm.
but what happened was a lot of these guys were out there selling solar panels, and it was this huge gold rush with all the tax credits and everything.
Mhm.
And then obviously those went away, and a lot of these homeowners were set up with either like a lease, like you said, or a loan.
Mhm.
So depending on what you have and what the paperwork says, it's going to be different. But I definitely wouldn't pull them off.
Yeah,
Or if
because
you are,
then you're getting a new roof.
then you have to get a new roof. Yeah, because there's you don't want to you can't really repair that. There's so
Yeah.
many holes in the
Yeah.
roof. So my recommendation would be to definitely call the company that installed the solar panels. If they're out of business,
Mhm.
then you can reach out to someone like me. I have a ton of connections
Okay.
in both spaces because we work with a lot of homeowners that have solar as well,
Okay.
um, and we'd be happy to take a look at it. But it makes it tough, right? Depending on the situation.
Yeah. 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 That's a tough one. I don't know an easy way around it other than talk to the experts like you guys.
Yeah,
So, kind of last question.
yeah.
Who would you choose for your roofing company and why?
Well, of course, I would choose us, Texas Advantage Roofing. There's a number of things. I think one thing that people, especially in the construction space, whether you're getting your bathroom redone, a full remodel at your house, just your roof, whatever it is, communication is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So homeowners want to know what's going on, what the process looks like, whether it's you're going through your insurance company or you're just paying out of pocket
Hmm.
for your roof, whether it be cash, check, or we have financing too for our roofs.
Okay.
So um, the communication part, what time is the crew going to arrive? How long is it going to take?
Hmm.
What does that look like? Are you guys taking everything down to the decking? There's a lot
Mm.
of roofers
Mm.
that homeowners are always like, oh, I want the best price, I want the best price, which makes sense. I'm a homeowner too,
Yeah.
right? You want the best deal, but what you pay for is what you get.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times homeowners don't know much about their roof, and so when they go to replace it, the roofer, he might reuse a lot of materials, right, that
Mm.
he shouldn't be reusing,
Okay.
the flashings or things like that. So
Hmm.
that's where obviously I'm biased, I would hire us, but yeah, it comes down to what that process looks like from A to Z. I
Right.
think we're the easiest, our company right now is the easiest way to buy a roof in Texas. We have a process that we go through, project managers, things that we do to help homeowners feel comfortable in getting their roof replaced,
Yeah.
uh, and what that process looks like.
Well, it sounds like Texas Advantage Roofing is a professional outfit, and I'm a big communicator and believer in communications, and that really just kind of calms everybody, and it's less stressful when you have a company that really is good at letting you know what's going on.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Texas Advantage Roofing, Sam Parker and his company. Appreciate you doing this
Yes, ma'am.
today.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Thank
hopefully
you.
people will like us, subscribe, and hire you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Appreciate you.